Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and it is time once again for your Total Divas wrap up. We are doing 2 episodes this week because Jen Carlins was she thought she had a pot brownie with Paige, and she spent all of last week trying to avoid the Wrestling Mayhem show wellness policy until I
I
informed
did.
her we don't have one and everything's gonna be fine.
I did. I was so worried. I was so worried that Sorg was gonna yell at me.
And fire us and
But I didn't know. I didn't
it's
know.
okay. It's okay. Now you know now, and knowing is half the battle. Um. So anyway, Jen, let's touch on last week's episode briefly because there wasn't much going on.
It was a boring episode.
Yeah. Um. There was a lot of talk about Nattie being old. Um.
Yes.
Nattie is the worst. She doesn't even listen to what her boss says. Like
No.
Nattie is literally the worst person on this show. Have you finally come around with me on this? Like,
She's a drama queen.
okay, but they're all drama queens. But Nattie's the worst.
Natalie.
Natalie.
Yes, mommy. Yes, daddy. Yeah, you know what? TJ's a saint.
Yeah,
Poor Tyson.
I really hope that. I mean, we all know Nattie lost her virginity to Tyson. I really hope Tyson got some before he ended up with Nattie. I really hope he did because I don't even know. I don't even know. Like I don't know how he does it. Especially now that he's rolling with Cesaro. They can be hitting up the clubs and
Oh, you know Cesaro gets.
they could be getting the giant swing on if you know what I mean. Anyway,
They could be tag teaming.
yeah, that's true.
Who knows?
Hashtag BTE, best team ever. All right. So Nattie was upset that no one called her old. They just said that she's going to be an ambassador, which is a good thing because it means you're supposedly likable.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I could see how she's not part of this whole Divas Revolution thing.
Right.
I mean, she is the oldest out of all the divas.
Yeah, but not by much. I mean, Nikki and Brie are only, 6 months younger than her?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, there's not that much of a difference. It's just Nattie being Nattie.
Yeah.
And I bet Alicia Fox is about the same age as them, too. Because she's been in the company a long time. She was in the company when Edge was getting married to Vicky Guerrero, so...
Wow, that was a while ago.
Yeah, it was. But, anyway, the other thing that happened on last week's show is, I actually want to talk about this. It was my favorite part of last week's episode.
Okay.
The whole Bellas singing their theme song thing. I didn't care about it.
But you can't touch.
But Brie played an amazing practical joke on Nikki.
Oh my gosh. Yes, that she was going to have to they asked her to sing the national anthem.
Yeah, it was really, really good. Like they were going to a hockey game. I believe it was the Mighty Ducks, maybe?
I think
Was
so.
it the Anaheim Ducks?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it was the Ducks. If not, it was some other West Coast team. I forget which one it was. But Brie talked to the events coordinator there and asked her to play along that Nikki was going to be singing the national anthem because Nikki thought she was a much better singer than Brie.
Well, they had heard that she had an amazing voice.
Mm-hmm.
And
neither of them have amazing voices.
Which I like when Brie said, "I can't sing."
Yeah. Which leads me to the point, why did they ask her to?
I don't know.
I'll tell you why. For the show.
Well, you have to have something. I mean, you can only do so much pro-Earth, pro-woo crap.
Especially when it seems like John Cena has refused to be on the season for most of it.
I don't blame him, because John Cena's coming off as an okay guy, and now Daniel Bryan's looking like a total dickwad.
Nah, he's coming off as a piece of shit, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, Brie played the joke on Nikki, and Nikki was practicing backstage. First of all, Nikki doesn't know the words to the national anthem.
She had to look them up on her iPhone.
Yeah, not the best. Not the best, but it was actually a really fun practical joke, and
It was a good
probably
one.
the only part I really truly remembered about last week's show, because it was that forgettable.
Oh, it was. It was.
It was not good. It was not. But this week, Jen, hashtag booty.
Booty.
Now, if you don't know why we're saying hashtag booty, New Day member and current 1/3 of the tag team champions.
Don't be sour!
Feel the power!
Now we know what he's talking about. Feeling the power of that booty.
Yes, exactly.
That's what we're...
He's not talking.
Exactly.
He's talking.
Big E was on Total Divas this week.
Big E!
Oh,
Booty!
we got Big E on Total Divas this week. We got Daniel Bryan being a weird hippie. We got Titus O'Neil on making fun of Nattie.
That was him.
He was making fun of Nattie.
It was a perfect episode.
It was a great episode.
It was fantastic.
We also had TJ on.
Yeah.
And we had Mommy and Daddy.
All right. Well, let's get into that.
Big bootylicious sister Jenny.
Okay. So a couple of weeks ago, Tyson and Nattie were moving into their new place, and Nattie, of course, because she's the worst, did not tell Tyson that her sister was going to live with them. Which, is a discussion you want to have.
Yeah.
It's a discussion. So now, apparently, it's only been maybe a month? Maybe a month real time. And Nattie's already like, I need to get rid of my sister.
Yeah.
Now, follow me with Nattie's logical thought process here. Nattie thinks that if she hooks her sister up with someone, she's immediately going to start dating them
and
leave and move in and marry them.
Yes.
Immediately.
Yes.
Because Nattie's relationship was so quick.
Yes.
Yeah. First of all, I'm pretty sure that's not how people work.
No, not at all.
No. Secondly, do not, and this is a life lesson from the people at the Wrestling Mayhem show. Do not try to hook your sister up with your boss.
Oh my gosh, with Carano. I was like,
do that. Do not do that. That is quite rude. 2, I'm pretty sure it constitutes some form of sexual harassment the way Nattie went about it. And 3, the expression is "do not shit where you eat."
Yeah,
no, just no.
Well, hey, but you know what? It worked for the Bellas, Mama.
Oh, we're not going to talk about that. That just makes me sad.
People power. Now it's going to be Bella power.
Oh my God, she's never losing that belt.
No.
Anyway, So when Nattie decided that Carano was smart enough not to become a Neidhart, she moved on to someone else. And the way Nattie was describing, Nattie was describing her and Jenny's perfect type of man,
Yes.
built with curves and voluptuous.
Yes.
First of all, not really the descriptor terms of a man.
No. And it sure as hell ain't Tyson.
Exactly my point. Like Nattie said, that's the kind of guy that she goes for, and I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I've never paid attention much to Tyson Kidd's ass, but I think I'm gonna have to start.
No talk.
Well, that one episode that when they were.
Josie's joined us. Special guest Josie. Hi, Josie. How are you today?
No, his name. No, it's a bulldog.
I know.
His name is Pete.
I know, but I was trying to avoid a British bulldog reference.
And the British bulldog's name was Matilda.
I know.
That's Pete.
Okay.
Dumbass.
But yeah. So then Nattie tries to hook her sister up with Biggie.
Yeah, and Biggie, being a nice friend, said, "Okay, I'll go out." And they were sat across from each other. Tyson Kidd.
By the way, I have to say this before we get into it. I'm so happy they sat across from each other, and that they are not same side sitters.
Yes, that was good because there would have been if Jenny and Biggie were sitting next to each other, there would be some hanky panky under that table.
That it would have turned into Hand to Eat Langston.
Yep. Handy Langston.
Yeah, because for a double date, first of all, Tyson was late. Tyson was late for the double date. And Nattie did most of the talking for her sister.
She did. She really did. And I was just like, let the girl talk. And then she was just like, oh, I'm so nervous. And then next thing you know, they're going to Big E's house.
Yeah. Nattie's sister is the worst at flirting. Like, she's super obvious. Like, Nattie's sister Jenny was so bad at flirting, it's gonna look like what you're gonna be when you go meet Dean Ambrose. Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
It's gonna look exactly like that.
No.
You're gonna be playing with your hair. You're gonna be twirling a little bit. It's gonna happen. We all know it.
No, it's not.
Yeah, we all know it. I want. By the way, I'm going to text her. I want Dutters to Periscope you meeting Dean Ambrose, so that we can get the actual tangible reaction. Actually, you know what? I'm going to text her right now, while you tell me what you thought about back at Nattie's place in the hot tub.
Evidently, they christened it because I didn't even think Nattie or Tyson used it as of yet. And all I saw was I was looking up, and that's all I saw was booty.
Now, I think it's kind of funny that you and I, off air, we were talking about the booties, and we each talked about different respective #booties.
Yes, we did.
Because Biggie had a bright orange bathing suit, a bright like neon yellow bathing suit, and it just made his booty look enormous.
It did. It really did. It did. And Jenny's, yeah. That's one night of art that doesn't work out.
Yeah. But I mean, and Biggie is a nice dude. So if this means more Biggie on the show, please, by all means, let that happen. I want more Big E everywhere.
I want more New Day.
All right, so moving on from things we like talking about to maybe things we don't like talking about. Jen Carlins, what are your feelings on poop?
Everybody poops.
That you know what? That is accurate. Everybody does poop.
But as far as collecting your own poop to become fertilizer for the food that you grow in your backyard, no.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm kind of in accordance with you on that.
No, we were having problems with deer eating plants. And I was told by my uncle, if you collect human pee and spray it on, they'll stay away. I have done that.
How did you collect the pee?
My own pee? I peed in a cup, and then I put it in a spray bottle.
Okay.
And I sprayed the plants, and I sprayed around it.
Okay. Duly noted.
And it works.
All right.
But
so
as far as poop,
I'm assuming next step is compost toilet then.
I am not collecting my poop. I am not doing that to become you know what? Their neighbors must hate them.
Well, I don't know. He Daniel Bryan will chase down any robber in the area. So
that's true.
He's like his own neighbor. He's like his own neighborhood watch.
But you know what? If you is the toilet in the backyard?
The compost toilet they put was in the shed, I believe.
Oh, in the shed.
Yeah.
So you're gonna walk outside to take a shit.
Mm-hmm. That seemed to be what he was going for.
God, he has had too many hits to the head.
Well, I think we all can agree on that one. But there was one thing that I thought was kind of funny that was right at the beginning of the episode. And when I was sitting down to live tweet this, I was joking to myself that because Big E was on, I was going to try and put #booty into every tweet that I sent out from the Mayhem Show account. And Jen, what was the first thing on this episode? Do you remember?
Refresh.
It was Brie Bella going to get a tattoo removed.
Oh, yeah, the fairy on her ass.
And the tattoo was on her booty.
It was on her booty.
And I just looked at the show. I'm like, they're going to make this really easy for me. Because between tattoo removal, Big E Langston,
booty,
vibrating motorcycle seats, and compost toilets, almost everything was about booty this week.
It really was. You're 100% right, Mike.
Yeah. So for the last thing we're going to touch on, Paige is having some issues.
Oh, Paige.
Paige is having some issues. She is a 22-year-old woman.
Oh, she's, that. I mean, go ahead. You're 22. It's like Taylor Swift. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. She's young. She can't. Why couldn't she test drive the bike and take a class? No, I mean, I can understand. Just what happened to like Ben Roethlisberger, riding a motorcycle, pretty much was dead.
Yeah,
he was in bad shape. So when you're under contract with someone, fine and dandy, I understand that. But
I think it's also that it was something that she never got to try.
Right.
Like her, Rosa, and Alicia went to go try out motorcycles, and they were all gonna get motorcycles, and they were gonna be like a diva biker gang, like aces and eights or sixes and nines or whatever they want to call themselves.
Yeah, it was something crazy.
Yeah, and it seemed to be going okay when they started.
It did.
But then Paige decided. Now, all right, I have a question. they showed Paige going too fast and falling, right?
Right.
She was completely covered from head to toe. Do you think that was Paige, or do you think that was her stunt woman on the movie she was working on?
No, I think that was her.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that because the fact that she was completely covered from head to toe.
Well, they all were.
Yeah, I know, but like it looked like a stunt from a movie.
No, because why wouldn't she say? Why would she let herself get into trouble then?
Because it's all a TV show.
Is anything real?
No, nothing's real. It's all kayfabe. It's all kayfabe. Kise Fibe. Like when I saw that, I'm like, this looks like the Indiana Jones stunt spectacular from Universal. Because it looked completely separate from everything else they were doing. I'm just saying, I thought it was fake. I thought it was fake.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But
we need to get to the other thing.
Road Dogg.
Well, hold on. First, let's get to the reason that we got to see Road Dogg on the show. Mark Carano, the talent guy there, he said that they wanted to bring Cameron back up to the main roster. I don't know why, but they wanted to.
Yeah.
But in order to do that, Cameron needs to learn how to wrestle better and maybe not pin people when they're on their stomach. So they asked Paige to train her.
Yes.
I knew before even seeing the rest of the show, this was not going to go well.
It was a bad idea.
Yeah.
I don't blame. I mean, did you see the look on Sara Del Rey's face?
Oh my
Carmella's face.
Oh my god.
On Alexa Bliss's face.
I always look for the look on Alexa Bliss's face because she has the best facial reactions of anyone in NXT. She really does.
She really does.
Oh my god, was that your Alexa Bliss?
What?
Do that face again.
I can't do it now.
Damn it!
Hold on. Okay. Wait.
Yes, I love it. Oh my god.
Okay.
That's the best. But yeah, Sara Del Rey's face was while they were training. Oh my god,
it didn't change the whole time. She was like, "What the fuck am I gonna do?"
Like Sara Del Rey looked like she was being punked.
It really did. I thought she was being swerved.
Yeah. That might have been filmed for Swerved. Because Cameron, not the best wrestler. She looked like she was on Tough Enough. Again. She looked like she was on Tough Enough.
No, I could see why Paige was getting pissed.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
But it did. It got a little heated.
Yeah. Then they started like scrapping a little bit. But yeah, Sara Del Rey's face was just my everything on this show because you can tell she was looking at Cameron like, this motherfucker has been in a match at WrestleMania, and I'm here training.
Yeah,
like that was her face. That was her exact reaction. By the way, friend of the show, Sara Del Rey. Hi, lovely to see you on Total Divas again. Please show up more. We love you there.
True story.
Yeah. But so then Road Dogg came in and Paige got in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, just because she asked. Was it because she asked him if it was from?
Well, Paige after the incident with Cameron, she was removed from the week's television. So she thought it was because she got in a fight with Cameron.
Right, and she went to
fair. Let's be fair. It probably was.
It probably was. He was full of shit.
Of course, because it's the Road Dogg.
Because he's like, because, we're creative, if I write. Well, obviously, Road Dogg, now we know it's you. You're fucking up Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah. Well, But anyway,
Why did he give her a strike too? I'm like, dude, settle down.
The first strike was for the motorcycles thing.
Yeah, but strike 2 coming to you and asking you a question? One of her superiors?
And it was kind of accusatory, though. Kind of like, maybe not as accusatory as Road Dogg thought it was, but
Road Dogg.
Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, I think Paige, it's not like they're going to fire Paige, obviously.
They're not going to fire Paige. Paige is money.
Yeah, exactly. Paige was on Tough Enough, for Christ's sake. Like, it's not like they'll ever get rid of a judge on Tough Enough. Anyway, so Jen, what was your favorite part of this week's Total Divas?
I love me some Big E.
Okay. I think my favorite part was I think my favorite part was the images that popped into my brain when Daniel led his mother-in-law, Mother Bella, out to the compost toilet.
Yeah.
Because I'm so upset that the cameras didn't get that reaction.
She probably smacked him and said, "You're an idiot."
I wanted to see that reaction.
I love how he turned the water off.
Yeah.
Hurry up and wash your dishes.
He turned the water off in their house just to prove a point. It was great. By the way, we should mention that. The point Daniel was trying to prove was that Brie dressed too slutty and showed too much of her #booty. Maybe this is just me because I've never been married. But I have been in relationships. Super dick thing to do. No?
Oh, it was a very super dick thing to do that had no, like, why did you buy a poop toilet if you're accusing me of dressing too slutty?
Yeah.
It doesn't go together. He should have walked with some Daisy Dukes on.
And does he see what I wonder if that's why Brie has the flannel thing hanging over her ass now when she's not wrestling.
Her bottom part is covered up more.
Mm-hmm. I bet that has something to do with it. But yeah, kind of a horrible thing to do, to go through your wife's closet and say, "Oh, this is kind of slutty. This is kind of slutty. This is kind of slutty."
Yeah, well, you know what? She's got a body.
Yeah, and it's not like she wears less for work.
Yeah.
All the time. Like, repeatedly.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't get it. But
I didn't understand I didn't understand his thought behind that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he could have just taken her clothes and replaced them in flannels and earthy fibers.
Just all flannel versions of everything she owned.
That would be funny.
Alrighty. Well, I think that's it for Total Divas this week. Was there anything else you wanted to mention that we didn't talk about?
No. You know what? We had pretty much. It was a good episode. We got some Tyson Kidd in there. Mm-hmm. We got some Big E.
Yeah, we got a little Tyson O'Neil.
Yeah, no Ambrose sighting.
No King. No.
No Dean. No, there wasn't any Dean.
Yeah.
And we did get a little bit of Dolph. But that hasn't bubbled over yet. I'm waiting to see how that. Because next week it looks like Nikki Bella is having a nervous breakdown.
CLEAN. What's that?
Next week it looks like Nikki Bella is having a nervous breakdown for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But anyway, so for Jen Carlins.
Goodbye.
I'm Mad Mike. Where can the people find you on the internet?
I don't want anybody to find me.
That's fine. You can find her at Jen.
At Jen Carlins with one N.
Yes. And you can find me at Mad Mike 4883 on the Twitters. And I also live tweet Total Divas every week. And every Wednesday, I live tweet all of the wrestling goodness that happens on there, even Impact. Exactly. So, for Jen Carlins, I'm Mad Mike. This has been your Total Divas wrap-up, and stop us now!